Do you struggle with tension in your left hand and you just have no idea how to get rid of the tension and it keeps coming back and back and back to haunt you? Well, in this video, I'm going to be discussing how to play with a relaxed left hand and exercises to get you there. Hi, I'm Heather Kaye. I train violinists all over the world how to improve their technical skill sets and create gorgeous tone. So how do you get rid of that dreaded tension in your left hand? The first place to investigate is actually your violin hold. How are you holding the violin? If you don't have a good violin hold, your left hand may be compensating, and that's why you have the tension. So you will love my video on how to hold the violin properly so you can really investigate your violin hold and make sure that you are absolutely helping yourself by having a great violin hold. In this video, I'm really just going to get into the left hand and what you can do after you've set up a great violin hold to help your left hand not have tension. So after you've set up that amazing violin hold, go ahead and set up your violin, and what we're going to do is just shake out the left hand, get it really nice and relaxed, and then just bring it to the violin. So your relaxed left hand is a perfect violin left hand, okay? So I'm going to shake it out again, let it fall back, and bring it to the violin, okay? So that's a nice relaxed left hand. So that's number one. Number one is to just investigate what is your relaxed left hand and bring that to the violin. Number two is our thumb. Most violins like to have a lot of tension here in the thumb to hold the violin. And we want to have that left hand be relaxed all the time. We don't want to be strangling or grabbing on for dear life. We don't want that. We just want to be nice and relaxed. So that's why the violin hold is so super important. That's the first place to start. And then once you have that relaxed left hand, bring it to the violin, you want to keep your thumb relaxed. Don't be tempted to push in with your thumb. That's the biggest tension problem I see. Also this right here, this is a place of tension I see with violinists a lot, is there's tension here. There's no need to have tension there. When you have a relaxed left hand, you have a natural space that occurs between your thumb and your index finger here. We want to maintain that with playing the violin. So just nice and relaxed thumb. Your thumb is a very important key player in playing the violin because he allows us to know exactly where we are when we're moving around the violin. So he has specific homes. And there's two different schools of thought for the violin where the thumb belongs. You see players with a high thumb, you see players with a lower thumb. I'm one that plays with a lower thumb, and for me, that is super great. There is a school of thought to have a higher thumb. Now, it really doesn't matter as long as your thumb is relaxed. Mainly, that's the most important, is that it's relaxed. So when you bring your fingers down, your fingers are coming down with their own strength and not using a pinching motion with the thumb and the finger to have it come down. You may be surprised to know that the fingers don't have to have a lot of tension when they come down onto the fingerboard. So some violinists play with a lot of tension between the finger and the thumb in that motion. Now that does not need to happen, so I have another exercise for you on how to investigate how your fingers are coming down, if they're coming down too hard, okay, with too much of a pinching. So there's what you want to do is go ahead and set up to play and set down your finger as hard as it can go, and then slowly release it to find out how lightly your finger can actually come down without affecting the tone. Now, if the finger is too light, it's going to whistle. So we don't want that, but we also don't want to be gripping with the finger as it's coming down super hard. It doesn't need to come down hard, and that's going to actually make it difficult to play fast, okay? So that's the next place to investigate, is your thumb and how your fingers are coming down. Now, if you find that when you're playing and your thumb likes to just tense up in some specific places, and your thumb is your tension culprit, and perhaps you have tension here, I've got an exercise for you that you can do. We're just going to go into our scales. You can play any scale, and what we are going to do is actually play it without the thumb. This is a pretty tricky little exercise, and you may find that your playing suffers, you might play some things out of tune, but what it does is it helps you realize, hey, I really don't need that thumb to have my fingers come down, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play just a little bit of a G major scale here without the thumb, okay? So you see, I'm not holding tension in my thumb as I do that. I'm just letting it step away, and then that way my fingers can come down, and know how they can come down without the thumb, okay? So that's a challenge for you, just to actually play a scale without your thumb. Now, once you have that down and you go into playing your pieces, any type of piece, and you find that your thumb is tensing up, what you want to do is what I call a thumb dance. So you can go back to your scale, bring your thumb back, but once in a while just do a little thumb dance or a thumb wiggle to help relax that thumb, just to make sure that it's not sitting here with tension. Because if the thumb is tense, holding up and pinching the violin, and this is tense, that is obviously going to cause a very tense left hand. So those are some pointers that you can use to implement to help keep your left hand relaxed. Take note of when your left hand tenses up. Maybe it's when you have a low 2 and a 4, or just take note of what finger is coming down, perhaps it's a high 3, or what's going on that's causing some tension in the left hand, okay? So to recap, first, investigate your violin hold. Secondly, shake out your left hand, investigate your relaxed left hand, and just bring it to the violin. Thirdly, investigate your thumb, that he's not pinching or being a culprit of adding tension to your left hand. Check out your fingers, that they are not coming down too hard, and give yourself a fun challenge of playing scales without your thumb to investigate how the fingers actually can work and come down without using the thumb as a crutch. Enjoy, and I'd love to hear your comments below. What was your biggest breakthrough in this video? And what are you going to be implementing into your violin practice to help play without tension in the left hand? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to receive new videos all about violin technique and how to create gorgeous tone every Sunday at 11 a.m. CST. Take care.